Annie McCon is a contentious figure in the intelligence world, but this does not concern me. She worked for the British Security Service, only interested in her skills in debriefing agents. His name is Ulrich. When asked about his background, they said if he would rob a bank, you would not be able to describe him. That mole did show his face. The mole who did was a journalist in 2006, then went to North Korea and shot a documentary called The Red Chapel. Pyongyang hated his film, so that's why he could not travel back to North Korea. He said that his documentary showed irrefutable proof that North Korea is an evil and criminal enterprise. However, the mole saw the film and gave him the idea he could trace in his place. He wrote an email to him asking to do a film about him infiltrating the Danish-North Korean Friendship Association. The chairman was Anders Christensen. Welcome him as a new member. North Korea yesterday at local time carried out their third nuclear bomb test. It's a very depressing group. The mole knew Danish citizens who are true friends of North Korea. He advanced in the hierarchy under Anders, a died-hard communist who was the founder of North Korea, eternal president. Kim Il-sung, grandfather of the current ruler, Kim Jong-un. Kang is a key person in this tale of deceit and intrigue. He talked about the places that spies are interested in. Things started when he met Spanish person Alejandro Cao de Benos. That is the photograph of him. He was president of the Korean Friendship Association. They consider North Korea to be heaven on earth. According to the UN, North Korea starves, abuses, and kills his own citizens on a daily basis, but Alejandro says that's fake news. The mole believes him to be dangerous when in North Korea. He says a small dilator in his own universe. Alejandro says he is there to create a bridge between North Korea and other countries of the world. Live on the news. He says the only way to survive is to create a nuclear weapon. Second meeting was with Spain. Alejandro wanted the mole to be the official delegate for Denmark. Also, internationally he wanted him to establish contacts. He went to Germany for the annual meeting. In his real life, mole has a lot of time because he is a chef, so Alejandro thinks many people that get hired are unemployed. A North Korea ambassador to the UK was speaking at events. The mole was in the meetings. His job was to react to all the lies that the media portrays. The mole was put on pressure to also get funding for North Korea. Investing in North Korea is tricky business because of the UN sanctions leveled against the cash-starved regime. The sanctions include a ban on exports of North Korean goods such as machinery and electrical equipment. The mole made a fake investor to find out what Alejandro had in mind. Mr. James was also involved in this, a man of international mystery. In real life, Jim is a former member of the French Foreign Legion who later went on to become a jet-set cocaine pusher in Copenhagen. Was courted and served 8 years in jail. Now is a legitimate businessman. The mole felt he was tailor-made for role-playing. He was a billionaire in the role. The mole only knew James for 5 hours before it was set up to introduce Alejandro, and he sits back and watches. Alejandro did not check on James, he just wanted something for North Korea to have. Alejandro said he has direct contacts to the maximal authority, any kind of our state companies, and works with Kim Jong-un. Alejandro says in reality the people he works with do not work and apply the UN sanctions.
Strategy to sit close to the president but start move back from his supporters when he separates the parents from their children. The go after the Congresswoman Anthony say he was using a racist, nativist trope that 150 plus years old in 2019 he was being crazy to Anthony.
History and values through its members in more than 30 different countries. As a front of dealing with weapons and drugs in North Korea. He was later arrested for arms trafficking, leaving the mole to rise up the ranks. Through the mole, Mr. James was able to buy weapons for North Korea as well as methamphetamine. The order of the is that Alejandro cannot leave Spanish territory from the police. Alejandro likes selling the items to Israel, so they can hit the USA. He can still arrange for trips for the mole and James to go to North Korea. On a banal level, but gifts are important. The best gift is Hennessy. The mole got trained to buy someone in the CIA so he could look after himself in battle. His name was Max. At the time James and Mole received the contract to sell weapons, the mole was thinking how for 7 years he was lying to his wife about the secret mission he was doing.